What's up, Aquarius? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I'm so happy to have you all out there with me tonight, I should say. Happy holidays, whatever you celebrate. Yeah, lots of exciting stuff going on. Happy Sagittarius season, happy soon to be Capricorn season. And just up around the bend, we got some Aquarian birthdays coming up. So anyway, I hope this video finds you well, guys. As always, here on YouTube, I'm going to be sprouting out some general message, this time in the arena of love. We're doing love messages. But with these general messages, not everything I say will resonate with you. I want to underscore that. That's very important. Not everything will resonate. So it's up to you to come into this with an open heart and an open mind. Sometimes messages will resonate for you in a few hours, in a few days, in a few weeks. If that's the case, congratulations, it was your message. Take it and run with it. And if not, you can release that energy. You never need to take on any messages that feel foreign or strange to you. It means it's probably a message for someone else. It is my goal here to empower you, to offer you some valuable insight or motivation. So yeah, let's hop in here. We'll get some energy going for Aquarius in love. This is going to be December into January for my Aquarians in love. For Aquarius. Everything about this video will be written in the description box below, and that includes the decks I'm using here today, as well as my social media. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram, so check that out if you are interested. And as always, like, share, subscribe where you can, including on this video. That helps me a whole lot. All right, I've rambled enough. For Aquarius, for my Aquarian friends here in love, we'll throw 4 more cards down and get to your reading. These two want to come out. You have a lot of cards. Let's see. Aquarius in love. If you don't currently have a person, this could represent someone from your past. It could represent someone coming in your future. It could also represent a relationship that isn't romantic, right? It could be something with a sibling or a parent or a best friend. Let's hop in. We're going to start you off with one of these oracle cards. For Aquarius in love, what is the most important message that Aquarius needs to hear regarding love? That came right out. Truth be told, singing from the heart space. I love that. So I'm going to read it to you from the actual book. To prevent my rambling, card 14. I almost opened right up to it. How about that? Romantic message. People tell you who they are very quickly if you're willing to listen to what they have to say and pay attention to how they behave. This card calls you to engage in heartfelt, open conversation. It's time to see the truth about what you share with each other and tell the truth about who you are and what you need. No one can do that for you. Remember that your truth is always based in your personality and experience up to now. A higher truth will be found after you communicate honestly and see how doing so has helped you become more attuned to yourself. Don't hold back, speak your truth, and listen. Depicted with the wise old owl, but it's a very fun kind of playful card. So this doesn't feel like a heavy truth. This feels like expression of self. It feels like expression of creativity to me. Capricorn's reading I just did, and they had a lot of heavy truths. So if you're with a Capricorn, maybe check that video out. Otherwise, let's focus on my Aquarian friends. Your energy is coming into December/January as the Fool. Well, that's beautiful. It's one of your cards, Aquarius. Also some Aries energy thrown in there. Beginning of new cycles, right? Very appropriate for the new year. A blank slate, a clean page, wherever you want to build or whoever you want to build with. It can be starting over, right? Taking big leaps of faith, very much in the way this is, like pouring your heart out creatively, your heart and your soul. Taking some sort of risk. Because you're being called to, because you feel it's the next natural step in the progression of your spiritual journey. Underlying energy, wow, is the Mother of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles. All right. So assessment on where your heart lies, on following your heart, on where you want to build, and again, who you want to maybe grow with and share your love with. Pentacles is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and Mother of Cups is the same as Queen of Cups. So that's going to be Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. It is specifically a Cancer card though. So with that, Cancer sort of being like the mother, the maternal type energy of the zodiac, very creative, very intuitive. And rules the house and the home. So again, who you want to build a home with, potentially. taking some sort of major step, like this could be like moving in together. The Seven of Pentacles is typically a card of assessment, and pentacles can be anything ranging from our home, our house, our bodies, our bank accounts, our jobs, our careers. It's physical, tangible things in the 3D, things you can reach out and touch, so to say. Yeah, I mean, and it does seem very love-oriented. Some of you have been like shielding your love, or protecting your love is maybe a better way of putting it, and you're finally ready to reveal it. You're ready to put your cards on the table, and I do want to say, if it's not make an emotional offer, it's finally reciprocate one that has been coming to you. It's almost like this magic reveal. I'm sort of getting like this idea of a magician where he lifts the curtain and appears a cup. Like it's always been there, and oh wow, what's so interesting is bottom of your deck is King of Cups. So yeah, this could, whatever you believe in, this could be a divine pairing, a romantic partnership, soulmates, karmic relationships, whatever your system of belief is. But yeah, it's a really nice suit. It's a good pairing. They're on equal playing fields, right? They share similar goals and values and ideas. The King and Queen of Love, right? Cups and Tarot represent love, our heart, our emotional space. So yeah, making assessment on who you want to build with. And if it's, the thing is, for a lot of you, I don't think it's new because it's coming in as this King and Queen of Cups. And not only that, which is like a mature energy, not only that, there's been assessment involved. So unless it's an assessment to shield your cup, to take it away, to divorce, which I don't think it is for a lot of you, for most of you, again, it's taking a step in a new direction with a partnership that's already fairly solid. It's like, okay, well, we're at 3 years now. Do we want to think about marriage? Do we want to think about children? And that's not for everybody, right? Everybody has different things that they're in assessment of in their romantic partnerships. But yeah, it feels like the starting of a new chapter with someone you love very much. So again, doesn't have to be romantic, but for a lot of you, it does feel that way, especially with the King and Queen of Cups coming up. And in this deck, it's called the Mother and Father. So again, kind of like a symbolic of maybe the idea of children for some. Cool. Let's throw another card on it. Let's see what else we need to know. Even this card reminds me of children. Like the pastel colors, it's like, blue and pink, or yellow if you don't know the gender of the baby, right? Something very innocent and cute about it. It's called Kawaii Tarot. I think it literally means adorable. Let's see. What do we need to know about this Fool energy? Tell me about this Fool energy. I do want to say planting of a seed, yeah. Not only because of the Seven of Pentacles, but the Fool is surrounded by roses and flowers, blossoming, blooming. So blooming and developing relationships, romance, sexuality. Wow, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Wow, you have a lot. I'm not going to take all these, but I'll at least look at them. So you have the Queen of Pentacles and the Sun. We'll start there. That's amazing. Wow, you have the Queen of Cups again. You have the Hanged Man, the Knight of Swords, the Nine of Cups reversed, and the Magician. Okay, so this is stacked. And it does feel like there's a lot of key players in this, too. Sorry, guys, my camera froze there. So the Queen of Pentacles can also be considered a maternal energy. Again, as we discussed, Pentacles being the house, the home, the career, the job, the body, right? Pregnancy, the mama's belly. So you have the Queen of Cups twice, as well as the Queen of Pentacles. So major divine feminine energy, both water and earth energy are feminine in themselves. Queen of Pentacles is also like very well, how do I want to phrase this? I'm losing my words here. Well-rooted, well-established. She's worked very hard for her money. She's kind of like my no bullshit queen. Like if you give her a task, she's going to get it done, and she's going to get it done right. There's so many cards, I don't know where to put them. The Sun is all about happiness, joy, sometimes a revival of a relationship, or the idea of illumination, suddenly becoming aware to something or of someone, potentially of an offer that you want to reciprocate back. Yeah, an offer that you were thinking about for a long time because you weren't ready to transition into married life. You weren't ready to transition into being a mother or a father, right? Something that you had to decide that in order to transform your life and go into this new cycle, this new chapter, the Hangman would indicate something would need to be released. Something would need to be sacrificed as we go into, from the Hangman to the card of Scorpio, the Death card. What can we release from this? What do we not need to carry around anymore to ultimately make room for a new, right? Clearing out a room to make room for the baby, right? It could be something like that. Knight of Swords, yeah, an important communication. And with that, like an important communication, that it has to do with the heart space, with all this cup energy. It's direct communication, or with speed. Knight of Wands can be fastest moving knight in the deck. Ultimately, knights bring change and movement into our life, so it's change and movement towards love. Aquarius, this is like a stacked deck, like, and then you also have the Magician, so the master manifester, all the tools on our table, starting with the aces, the cups, the swords, the wands, what am I missing? The pentacles. The creation, again, something about children or babies or family, the creation of a new lifestyle, the renovation of a new house or a new home. Doing something differently and spicing it up, making it more magic, making it more exciting, making it more fun. Even the way this is depicted, the Hangman is sometimes a very like serious card of sacrifice and am I ready to do this and heavy thinking. This is just like, hey man, like hang loose, what's up? Like I actually kind of love the depiction of it here. And then your Nine of Cups was reversed. So in the upright, the Nine of Cups talks about our wish fulfillment, our long-term dreams and goals. Again, that directly related to the heart space, things that are going to make us happy. Something about this, because all these cards are so beautiful, like, I mean, there are no bad cards in tarot, but there are ones that when you get them, it poses tricky energy. I don't sense any of that here. It seems like there was an offer that, rightfully so, you had to think about. You took some time before you actually committed to it, before you moved forward with it, before you decided to proceed. Something about you had to be illuminated to the idea that even though it may not have been your initial dream, your initial fairy tale ending, something about it works. It suits you. Something about like even like the suit, the elements of water, of pentacles. There's like a play on words there. The suit, maybe some of you are getting married. Again, that something about the double entendres of the words that are coming out. Something about this situation, it's just right. It's just perfect. You don't need anything more. And I think at one point you thought you did, but you almost came to the realization, what am I waiting for? I love this person. Why am I keeping them waiting? Why am I not moving forward? There's some sort of epiphany or clarity of thought with the Knight of Swords that makes you want to move forward. And again, I have to say it because it's here, move towards this like divine pairing, this divine partnership. There's so much love here. You have the Queen of Cups twice. For some of you, like a mother figure was very key in pushing along this romantic partnership. It could be something like, and the thing is, I want to be clear, it's not manipulative energy. So when I say this, it may come off more harsh than I mean, but there may have been a mother in your life that was like, am I ever going to see my grandkids? Or, are you guys ever going to tie the knot while I'm still around? And it's not coming from a place of forcing you to do it. It's this very sweet, warm energy of, like, I wish such beautiful things for you, Aquarius. Like, I would love, again, this sounds so, like icky when I say it out loud, but it feels good in my heart space. Like, I have so many good things for you. I would love to see you settle down someday. It's not that they're manipulating you. They're sending you good wishes. And again, something about it, I don't think you're resisting it. I don't think you're fighting it anymore because you've seen the magic in it. You've seen the potential. You've seen what you two create together in this world. And you're like, yeah, this is a good fit. It's appreciating what you have. Again, Seven of Pentacles came up for a reason, as well as Knight of Swords, needing to, well, that sort of comes later. The Hangman, let's go with that. That's more the assessment, thinking it through. This is moving forward on the idea like, yes, it clicks now. I get it. I understand. This is my person. Or, yeah, it's really good energy. All right, moving on. I don't want your video to be too long. All right, let's look at your person, Aquarius. They are presenting as the World. Hello. This to me is something instantly talked about the new year, the ball dropping, right? Maybe there's going to be some sort of proposal, or at minimum just a really romantic kiss or something like that. The World, there's balance, there's harmony, there's completion. Ultimately, it's the last card in the cycle of the major arcana. And this is so great, you guys. You're presenting as the first and they're presenting as like the last. And so, I mean, they are connected, right? Like one goes into the next. It's like you guys have closed off a cycle potentially together. And like then you're going to go around again together or something like that. I like the infinity. Oh, and here it is. So the infinity symbol is what's appearing to me here. And that's right in the Magician's card. Really cute. And I mean, even this, she's dressed sort of like this high priestess type energy. It does make me think about faith and spirituality, the idea of destiny, of meeting the right person at just the right moment. The underlying energy for that is the Seven of, I almost said the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Wands. All right. So Seven of Wands is, again, your stories are so mirrored. The Fool, and then you have the Seven of Pentacles, a decision, an analysis of, is it worth it to keep sowing these seeds? Are my crops going to grow? How do I get the biggest bang for my buck? Do I add more sunlight? Does it need more water, right? Or I gave you the wrong queen. The Queen of Cups, right? How do we capitalize on this romantic partnership, right? Essentially, if you want to kind of whittle it down to that. Your person is also in assessment mode. That's what sevens are in tarot. Of, do I have the strength to keep going? Do I have the motivation? Do I have the passion? Do I have the energy? Do I believe in myself enough in this relationship? Do I believe in this pairing, in this partnership, in this relationship? Yeah. If you see it as the world, I would say, yeah, that's a good indicator. Something about you stand out among the pack or your person, like you mean the world to me. There are all these other sticks, right? But this one in the middle sets your heart on fire. This one is your flame, right? This one keeps your heart beating. This is like, I don't like to be a hype man, so this might not be well, I know it's not going to be everyone's story, but this is like the best reading I've done so far. And yeah, Aquarius, you've had some tricky relationship readings for the last several months, so I'm actually glad to see this. Maybe this is a new section of Aquarians or a new group of Aquarians, or maybe, yeah, things got back on the right track. It seems really nice. It seems like really lovely energy. Let's see what else is going on now. Anything else we need to know about Aquarian's person? So you have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy with that wand energy, as well as the world, which is a card of Capricorn, but you're also depicted in this world card. All the fixed zodiac signs, which again, something about that is significant too, that you guys are fixed. You guys are destined to like interlock. It's like you lock in like a key or something like that. It's a perfect fit. And for a long time, it's like I'm almost getting denial. You didn't want to believe that it was, or you were looking for reasons to run, or you were looking for reasons to put your person at fault, or looking for reasons of why you weren't good enough, or an array of different things. But yeah, it's like even after all that time you took to think and process and assess, you ultimately did transform. Something changed your mind, and that's what the Knight of Swords is. Something progressed your thought or changed your mind to I think move forward with this. But yeah, anyway, I digress. Fixed zodiac signs: Scorpio, Taurus, Leo, and you, Aquarius. That might be significant for some of you. You really have them all here, though. I have to be honest. You have Capricorn, you have Pisces, you have Cancer, you have Gemini. Yeah, you have like all the signs here. You have Virgo. Anything else about Aquarian's person here? Why are they presenting as the world? It's almost like this is the last chapter for them in terms of being on the dating scene. Like again, like I hate to use all these very finalized sentences that I'm saying, but it's a very powerful energy. You have tons of major arcana and people here. But yeah, it's like this is the end of the dating chapter. Next comes like the marriage chapter. Again, new chapters. The World to the Fool. You guys are writing the same book, and it's the book of love. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a cheeseball. All right, what is it? These cards aren't coming out. There we go, just as I said that. All right, so you have the Four of Swords and the Three of Wands. Interesting. Both cards of waiting and resting. Again, your stories are so parallel here. Assessment and again, the Hanged Man, hanging upside down, trying to see things from a different perspective so that you can be illuminated to something new. What am I not seeing here? What am I not understanding? And then, oh, I get it. Boom, let's move forward. I had that epiphany. I understand now. Your person had to rest and wait. This is the card of waiting for your ships to come in, we always say. Resting to gather their thoughts, right? To get over any hang-ups they may have. And again, something about the Hanged Man. Sometimes we can talk about this card and say, okay, it comes after the Three of Swords, which is a card of heartbreak, of pain, of sadness, of disappointment, depression. Then comes this where you start thinking about, I'm just going to say life. And eventually you pick up that sword and you go back on the battlefield, right? You decide that you're going to move forward and be thankful for everything that has happened, because ultimately with this sword energy, it's taught you lessons, right? So yeah, there's something on your partner's end where they have had to do some very deep and serious thinking. Is this where I want to lay my head at night? Is this the person I want to lay next to? And again, I am sensing your person reached out to you, Aquarius, and you were shy to return the offer or to return the communication. And that's why the communication was put on hold. They were waiting, I think, for you to reciprocate the offer or the like proclamation of love, potentially. Tell me about Aquarius's person in romance. Where are they at? Aquarius in love. Aquarius in love. It's funny, Capricorn have this too. Pay attention to the red flags. They are signs that are cautioning you. Yeah, this person wasn't all in at first either. So it's possible that, as I was saying, you guys have had some tricky romantic partnership readings in the past. There may have been times where you guys were questioning if you were each other's soulmate, if you were the one and only, right? If you believe in that. That's not everybody's state of mind, but this person had to think things through before they move forward. Because maybe in the past you did something that hurt them. You did something that caused them pain or sadness or vice versa. Is it worth it? Cards of assessment. Excuse me. Do we have what it takes to build this? Do we have the energy it's going to take to get this up and running off the ground? I'm losing my voice. I'm sorry. These are both cards of assessment. Is it worth it? Shall we move forward, or do we just throw in the towel here? Should we stop here? And it's actually really great energy that you didn't rush in and be like, you're my one and only and I love you and let's get married. It's like, no, you guys were like, I don't love this about them, but can I live with it? Is any relationship truly perfect? It had to do with, again, with this card too, being your authentic self. And in that expression they say, warts and all, no one's perfect. It's about revealing the things that are true to you and putting them out there for that person, not so much to judge and criticize, but like, this is who I am. And within that, it's like, sorry. There may have been a very important conversation about what you were willing to work with, because you know you have the tools or the abilities to overcome the struggles you guys have been through together. Because ultimately, what this relationship is standing on is love. It's rooted in love. And I mean, again, seed, pentacle energy, it's solid. There's a solid foundation here. You guys have been through some difficult times, but it wasn't for nothing, because, where's my swords? You both had tremendous lessons to learn from this and like to walk away and gain knowledge on something. And then it's like you can come together and boom, you can conquer the world. I'm gonna have to pause you guys because I have to cough so bad. I'm so sorry, guys. I took a little puff of my inhaler. I'm better now. All right, so let's see what's between you guys. The Hanged Man again and Temperance. All right. So yeah, balancing of fire and water. I instantly heard balancing of love and tempers. Again, I do sense that this is a relationship that has been a work in progress, like a project in the works or in the making. This doesn't feel new to me at all. This could even be a marriage that, again, it's gone through like peaks and valleys. It could be something like that, but there's a renewal here. That's what this feels like. You might literally be renewing your vows. But yeah, Temperance, the Archangel Michael of love, is typically depicted here. Again, balance of fire and water. It's a card of Sagittarius, and in Sagittarius season is maybe when you come out of this this cocoon, essentially, of not revealing your innermost selves. That's sort of what this symbolizes to me too. It's like you do this final revelation, this final reveal. I just heard New Year's resolutions. I think that's like a play on words, but and maybe that's when you confess something to one another. Again, I don't think this would be like the first New Year's that you spent together, if that's the case. Or yeah, it's something about like the completion of major cycles in your life makes you place greater importance on those that you value most in your life. And so again, it doesn't have to be romantic. For a majority of you it is, though. For a lot of you, it's your parents too. Yeah, it's like appreciating your parents while they're still around, particularly those who, again, may already be in a marriage and their parents are getting older. It's sort of taking your focus off the future of someday it'll be so good. Someday it's going to feel amazing. Someday I'll accomplish this. It's living in the now. I think that's why this was coming up in reverse. It's that you can still have dreams and wishes, and you will, right? That's your card. You're literally the star card, right? But this is like appreciating what you already have and realizing like you have cups surrounding you. You have cups all around. And you really do. You have the Queen of Cups twice and the King of Cups. And Temperance, which nonetheless, it's fire, but it's water. Again, it's an angel of love. And it does talk about balance and moderation, right? Getting just the right ingredients so that the cups flow back and forth evenly. So to me, that means that no one's putting in more effort than the other. It's very balanced. It's very equal. And yeah, it's like you guys can transform together. You can go places. You can travel the world. Maybe you're taking that dream vacation. Maybe you're taking that dream vacation you always dreamt of, and like now you're finally doing it. Maybe that's why this could be in reverse. There's a couple different messages coming through. Playfulness. Exactly. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Absolutely. Playfulness. And it does say recapture. That to me, again, indicates like peaks and valleys, highs and lows. Not every most relationships are not perfect, right? There's going to be moments that really challenge you, that test your strength. That's exactly what this is. That make you wonder, is this the person I want to keep building my life with? It feels like you guys have both had these moments of pause, of, gosh, I really need to think about this. Am I ready to commit to this person for life, right? Again, if that's what you believe in. Not everybody believes in that, right? Some people want to be bachelors or bachelorettes for life. But the ones I'm reading for anyway, this is rekindling the magic that you once felt. Getting back that youthful energy. And this is such a bizarre message I'm getting here, but it occurred to me earlier and I didn't say it because I didn't know what to do with it. There's something here, I think it has to do with the rose petals. For those of you who've seen the movie American Beauty, there is a theme of rose petals and this red seductress energy of Mina Suvari's character. There's like this weird little striptease element to this. And again, it's like revealing the truth. It's revealing oneself. But even as I do this, it's like this gesture of, and again, it has to do with this. It's like spicing it up. Where things have gotten kind of dull or you haven't been putting focus on each other, it's rekindling the spark, the magic, the passion, the sexuality back into this relationship. Maybe it's coming forward and saying, hey, I never told you this, babe, but like I'm kind of into this. Like there's something very fun and playful about this, right? Like, yeah, discovering new things in the bedroom maybe. Again, for some, not for all. All right, well, that took a weird side route. Let's go into your advice or guidance, Aquarius. The Sun. Wow, you have a lot of doubles. So again, something about soulmate here. You have a lot of double cards. Card of Leo, if I didn't say that earlier. Again, playfulness, youthfulness, illumination, sunlight, rebirth, renewal, growth, living in the moment, creativity. Oh, I dropped your card. Sorry, guys. Underlying energy for that is the Six of Swords. Yeah, moving on from a darker past, moving on from darker times, and again, headed towards the sun. The pot of gold at the end of your rainbow, I actually wouldn't be surprised if some of you separated for a little bit of time. And with that, it would have been like a trial separation. I don't think it was something where things got so bad and so messy that it was just like belligerence and anger. It doesn't feel like that. It's like, it would be a conversation that's almost like maybe we're just better as friends. Like maybe we should try that. And then, but then, you know, lo and behold, like romantic feelings come back up. The underlying energy for the Sun is the Six of Swords. So moving on with valuable lessons that you've learned in the past, things that were difficult for you to comprehend at first, important lessons that you needed to learn, you finally learned them and now you can move on. This isn't the completion of a cycle, but it always feels like a card of renewal to me. Because again, going from dark to light, and in traditional depiction, it's like packing those swords, those important lessons on your boat, on your ship, and moving forward with them to brighter skies, to clearer, or to calm waters, to, you know, brighter shorelines. There's renewal here. It's like what you thought was dead or what you thought couldn't grow anymore, there's rebirth, there's regrowth, there's renewal. It's something about the metaphor of like the pot of gold at the end of your rainbows, they led you back to each other. That's like a really cute message. But again, even if there was a severing or a split, something, as I was saying, that infinity symbol, it keeps coming up in my head. Oh, there it is. It's like even when you guys kind of went opposite directions, you loop back around to each other. And you know what? This could be the story. This sounds like a cheesy line from a movie. This is the start of a beautiful friendship. Is that what they say at the end of Casablanca? It is, though. If this isn't romantic, this could absolutely be a long-standing friendship where maybe you lost touch. You went to college and you didn't communicate for 3 years. And then, you know, you call somebody at Christmas. You see them at New Year's when you're visiting your hometown, something like that. And you're like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in forever. And like you pick back up where you left off. It could be something like that. It's amazing energy, guys. This is like by far the happiest reading I've done. We've had some brutal readings. I think Libra and, I'm wrapping you guys up here, but Libra and Capricorn had some doozy messages. So anyway, final advice or guidance for my Aquarians. What makes your heart sing? Who makes you feel that like warm and fuzzy feeling inside? Again, something about who do you want to wake up with in the morning? When the sun rises and the sun sets at night, who brings you joy? Who adds color to your life? It's like, again, it's coming back to assessment, the way she's standing on the ledge. And there is like this really funny metaphor, and I don't necessarily love this phrase, but the idea of, are you going to take the plunge? You're the fool. Are you going to finally marry it? Or marry the girl, marry the guy? Are you going to put a ring on it? Are you going to take the plunge? It's thinking about life. It's assessing who is in your world, who is in like your universe, right? There's something about like warmth. Who brings you like shelter from the storm. I keep getting kind of like these kind of cheesy expressions, but anyway, moving on. Sorry, sidetrack there. Last minute advice or guidance for my Aquarian friends. Long video. I'm sorry, guys. Advice or guidance for Aquarius in love to go along with this message. Oh, that flew right out. Healing. All right, so Sagittarius had this as well. Yeah, something about the 2 bottles, the 2 cups. There may have been like substance abuse issues, particularly like alcoholism, that could have put a wedge in this relationship. But if that's the case, again, I think you guys are healing from it. And did you have Temperance come out? You did, right? Yeah. And that's another card of Sagittarius, which can also talk about moderation and like prohibition era is sort of what this is sort of reminding me of. So yeah, healing from things that posed obstacles or troubles in your relationship. It doesn't seem like this relationship is going to have a lot of problems moving forward. Some, sure, but it seems like the majority of the difficult situations you've conquered, you've overcome, you've learned the lessons, and it's like now you're ready to move forward with it and build upon that, make or receive some sort of emotional offer in love, but just make sure you've done your healing work so that that doesn't bleed over into this relationship, right? You have to be ready, your cup must runneth over yourself, right? You must have enough love of self in order to bring like a fair and balanced energy to this partnership. Again, temperance, balance. All right, last but not least, we'll throw some zodiac signs on this reading. What zodiac signs want to come forward? As I mentioned, though, you have almost all the zodiac signs here. If not major arcana, you have kings and queens and knights and no pages, no children yet. So maybe some of you are going to have children. Maybe that's this next step you're looking at, adding something to the mix. And again, something about the mother is important, so maybe some of you are looking to become mothers. It's possible, not for everyone. All right, Capricorn has come up. Sagittarius has come up. Libra has come up. You, Aquarius, have come up. And Libra again. So some of you may have double Libra. That might be important. Maybe you both have like a Venus in Libra or something of the sort, right? Also the scales, again, triple confirmation of let's make sure it's balanced, right? Really cool message, guys. All right, please do like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments below what resonates for you, Aquarius, and I will see you very soon for more tarot. Happy 2020, and I will see you in the new year. Bye.